All right. Hi, Sadhna. Good evening. Let's wait for more. Good afternoon. Sorry. I'm so used to taking the evening classes. Yes, if there's anyone else, please let me know on the chat box. I will, as usual, wait for more people to join and then we'll get started. Hi, Manish. Hello, Varun. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, let's wait for people to join in. And today's class is about the advantage disadvantage essay, as in where you're talking about whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. That's the essay that we're going to take today, and we're going to correct this essay live. Now, in case you missed yesterday's classes on writing, remember that we did opinion essays and we did one cost solution essay, and that was also a student's answer. And this too is a student's answer that we'll be correcting live. Okay, all right. So if you guys are here, just let me know on the chat box. Manish is here, Sadhana is here, Varun is here. Just let me know. Give me a hi on the chat box if you guys are here. Yes, yes. Hi Ajanta, hi Manda, Purple Diva, Anu. Okay, hi. All right. Anyone else who has joined in, please give me a hi on the chat box. Deep, good afternoon. Asnil, Jia, good afternoon. All right. Okay, Dheeraj, hi, hi. Rohit, Amarjeet, hello. Okay, wonderful. All right. So some of you, Tripti, hi. Yes, yes, hello. Okay, some of you attended yesterday's classes as well, just like what we did yesterday. Today, we're going to pick this essay, the advantages outweighing the disadvantage. We're going to pick this essay and we're going to correct this essay line. Okay. And remember, yesterday we did opinion essay and we did a cost solution answer. And today we're going to do this and discuss both views and give your opinion. That's going to be the one for evening. Janvi, hi. Phoebe, whatever your name is, please give me your original name. Hi, Adhira. Yes, Himani. All right, great. Let's get started. Let's get started with the evaluation. Remember, we will not judge the student's answer with just the introduction or with the words that he has written or with the mistakes in grammar that he has made. We will not do that. We will score the student based on the four criteria of the writing section, which are task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. So we're going to score the student on the four criteria here, right? Now, remember, how will we understand that whether the student is a 7 or an 8? By checking his response and comparing that with the question. So before even we get to understanding what his response is, we should be comfortable with the question. Okay, so the question tells us nowadays many organizations are offering the facility of work from home. Do the benefits of this outweigh the drawbacks? The question gives you a certain development or an event. It tells you many organizations are offering the facility of work from home. Okay, it gives you this situation. Does this situation have benefits? Does this situation have drawbacks? Which of the two is more prominent? That's what the question asks us. Are you guys clear with the requirements of the question? Okay, Jasveer, Gayatri, Niyati, Anuj, Dilip, hi. Welcome to the class. Are you guys now comfortable with what the question is asking you to do? I will also paste the question here on the chat box. In case we move forward or something, it will still stay there. Okay. Yeah. I'm just pinning that message as well so that you don't miss it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. That's the question of the day. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So remember, what is a student expected to do? How will the student be scored a 7 or an 8 in task achievement? How do you reach there? Firstly, the student is expected to give the benefits, give the drawbacks, and then talk about which one he or she feels is more prominent or more significant. Now, when you talk about benefits, the benefits that you state should be answering the question, how is this benefit exactly a good thing for employees? How is my benefit directly going to benefit the employees? How is that? So when you say boosting productivity, how is that exactly a good thing? Or when you say yes, you face technical issues, how is that exactly a drawback? You are supposed to state these things. You're supposed to give explanations to these things. That's how you reach a higher score in task achievement. What do you do for coherence and cohesion? You are expected to write in paragraphs firstly and make sure your ideas are logical. Make sure your ideas are logically connected with each other with some connectors and also with vocabulary. You should be able to paraphrase a lot. You should be able to use a variety of words. That's what you should do to reach a higher score in vocabulary and coherence and cohesion. What about grammar? What about grammar? How do you reach a 7 there? You should be avoiding simple sentences. You should be avoiding, mistakes on punctuations, mistakes in general grammar articles, maybe even position of certain words, order of certain words, your tenses, all of that has to be correct. Okay. All right. So now that I've just briefed you on the criteria to reach a 7, let's just evaluate the student's answer right away. We will not take much time. It's a very small answer. We will just quickly look at the introduction now. Okay. Nowadays, most of corporations permit their employees to do work from home or home based rather than going to organization on weekdays. There are both benefits and drawbacks of doing office work from home. In my opinion, the disadvantages of working from home are far outweighed by its benefits. Okay, now tell me, is the opinion of the student clear? Is the opinion of the student clear? Let's first understand one over the other first, Viral, and then we will come to this. Let's understand what happens if there is a one-sided answer. Remember, it's always good to write one-sided answers in writing. Okay, wonderful. Okay, okay. I'm just waiting for more responses. Yeah, opinion is clear or not. That's it. Yes. So he says that the disadvantages are far outweighing the benefits. Or, sorry, it's reverse. The disadvantages are far outweighed by its benefits. He's supporting the advantages actually. He's not supporting the disadvantages. That is clear. That's clear. There is no problem there. But there are a lot of mistakes with his word choices and mistakes with commas. That's the problem, right? So we'll have to correct that. And unfortunately, he's made a lot of them. Nowadays is one word and there is a comma after that. Nowadays, most of corporations, he need not paraphrase organizations like this. Corporation is used in a more legal sense, in a more, for documentation purpose and all of that. It's not a right fit here. You can't say corporations in this case. You can simply say many organizations or most organizations. That is fine, or most companies is also good, or most employers is also a good way to paraphrase. But you can't say most of employers, you'll have to say most of the employers, or just say most employers permit their employees to do work from home, but okay, to do work from home or home based. Again, this is incorrect. Work from home, again, to do work from home, to work from home, that's it. Rather than going to organization on weekdays, this was unnecessarily wordy. It is not required, right? Rather than, I mean, it's understood that if you work from home, you're not required to go to office. That's understood. You don't have to write these wordy sentences in your introduction or anywhere in your answer. There are both benefits and drawbacks of doing office work from home, again, from of performing office duties from home. He's trying to paraphrase, but unfortunately it's incorrect. It's correct. There's no comma here, Donna, no comma here, and this phrase itself is not required. All right, now, in my opinion, good place, I mean, the comma was correct here. In my opinion, the disadvantages of working from home are far outweighed. That's the word, it's not outweighed, are far outweighed by its benefits. Okay, there is supposed to be a full stop here. He can't miss out on these things. Okay, so if we look at the introduction, there are mostly mistakes with vocabulary and grammar than in task achievement. Okay, okay, now, okay, let's move on. Let's move on. How is the student expected to structure this answer? He is supposed to write the advantages, write the disadvantages, and state his reasons as to why he thinks the advantages are significant or his disadvantages are significant. He's supposed to state that reason clearly in the conclusion and in the body paragraphs that he's writing. He's supposed to state that very, very clearly. Let's see if he has done that. Okay. Now, let's look at body paragraph 1. All of you will quickly read body paragraph 1. Let's do that together. Admittedly, there are some advantages. Okay, working from home. Firstly, it will boost employees' productivity as he or she does not, okay, do not waste much time traveling to and fro to office. Moreover, employees can save time, energy, and can focus on work without any interruptions. This will help both employee and employer. Secondly, workers can balance both personal and professional life as they can spend more time with their families. In short, doing work from home can be beneficial to some employees. What is the problem with this paragraph? And if you're able to identify the problem, you will never make this mistake again. All right, yes. Try identifying the problems with this paragraph. And I have pinned the chat of the question. I had posted the question some time back. Please take a look at that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Deepthi. All right. Who else can tell me what the problem is? Did you identify a problem firstly? Supporting ideas are not very strong. Okay. That's what Deepthi feels. Examples are not there. That's not a big problem. Both advantages are not elaborated, Purnima says. Okay. Okay, all right. Who else has? Secondly, is a problem. Deep, do you think that's a problem? Okay. All right. Don't delete your messages, guys. You're doing well. More people. There are just 4 of you who gave me answers out of roughly 40 people. Okay. Working from home is wrong. Okay. But what is the problem with this paragraph? Problems, rather. Yeah, okay. Ideas are not sufficiently elaborated. All right. Is that the only problem? I'm giving you a clue. Productivity relating with time and energy. Good, Rena. Very well done. Yes, definitely grammar is a problem. Sentence framing is a problem. There are simple sentences. Right. No, the advantages, this paragraph has to have only advantages, Dolly. Exactly, Donna. Good job. It's not elaborated. Opinion is not matching. There's no opinion coming out here. There's a lot of repetition, Jayashree. Okay, wonderful. All right. All of you are good critics. Great. Yes, absolutely. He has pointed out, Atira, very well done. He has said this in the introduction. Why does he need to say this again? Delete it. Do not repeat your sentences like this. And also, very well, someone said very well pointed out. When you say it will boost employees' productivity, as he or she is not wasting much time, but the next sentence is supposed to be about traveling to office and draining energy and not working properly. That's what he should have said in the next sentence. He should have said how exactly traveling to office reduces productivity versus staying at home doesn't. He should have elaborated that. He quickly switched to a different idea, saying employees can save time and energy and can focus on work without interruptions. Maybe he wanted to, give this sentence as an explanation to the idea, but it did not work well because he put this moreover suddenly. I'm not sure why he put moreover there. It does not find place there at all. Okay, we'll come to spelling and grammar errors, but first problems with task achievement and coherence. This will help both employee and employer. How? He's kind of coming to the point as to how this is exactly a benefit. How does this happen? What happens when you are at your peak productivity? How does it benefit the employee and the employer? Say that the employee can produce more in a single day, work more, deliver better in a single day. The employer, in turn, gets the benefit because he's able to meet his client's requirements better, right? Overall, the employer is able to satisfy the client's needs faster and also better with better quality. He did not include that. Or he could have stated one example telling what happens in bigger cities of India. People spend about 4 hours traveling, right? That kind of reduces the employee's energy and he's not able to spend time or work in office properly. So he could have given these examples. All his explanations could have been simpler or more clear, but that was not there. All right, let's now shift to the second idea. Secondly, workers can both, firstly, workers is not the right word here. He could have said maybe people who work from home or offering work from home can help employees or can help just general employees balance both personal and professional life as they can spend more time with families. But again, this idea is not elaborated at all, right? He's talked about secondly, he's given a second advantage, but it is not elaborated at all. Did you understand the mistake here? And he's again said that this is beneficial. This is a repetitive sentence. This one here is repetitive, right? That's the problem. Did you understand the mistake here? Yes. Can also mention, all right. Yes, correct. Did you understand the mistake here? Yeah. Now coming to his grammar errors, now coming to his vocabulary errors, that's also, there are many errors here. Unnecessarily he's put capital letters here. Firstly, it will boost employees and employees' productivity. Again, P should be small. There is no comma here. You can't put a comma here. as he or she does not do not waste much time traveling to and fro office. That's it. There is no to and fro to office. You can't say that. Employees is incorrect. It's plural. It is not a possessive noun. Employees can save time, comma, energy, and maybe time and energy. There is a comma here, and can focus on work without is one word. Too many spelling mistakes, right? Any interruptions. This will help both employee and he's written a lot of simple sentences. This is probably a simple sentence. The other ones are compound, but this is a simple sentence. And also he's only using as conjunction. He's not using other conjunctions at all. Overall, his vocabulary and grammar is also a problem. Okay, and in short, all of these informal connecting words are not allowed. You can't say in short, in fact, indeed. All of these sound fancy, but they don't go well with your essay. Okay, moving on to the next body paragraph. Let's understand the problems with this paragraph now. Let's just read it together and let's again correct the errors in this paragraph. People who have joined just now, please take a look at the question. I've pinned the chat. Please take a look at the question and understand how this disadvantaged paragraph is a problem. Okay. Nevertheless, despite the advantages mentioned above, I believe there are a lot of drawbacks while working from home. Firstly, if employees are facing technical issues with their laptops or systems, then definitely they should rush to the company as the issues cannot be resolved remotely. Okay, comma, this is a major mistake. Moreover, he or she cannot work on any devices that does not belong to company. Okay, the same thing again. Secondly, a lot of health issues will arise like back pain, neck pain, eyesight, and even obesity as they're sitting for very long hours. For example, if an employee is working after office hours, he may develop new health related issues and even may be hospitalized. Clearly, working from home can be immensely a drawback. What is the problem with this paragraph? He's trying to have some ideas in his mind, but unfortunately, he's not able to portray them clearly. Tell me what the problem is with this paragraph. Again, yes, good job, Rena. This is definitely not required. Do not repeat such sentences in your answer. And again, do not write these things. They are not required. Go somewhere with your idea. Don't come back to the first idea. Absolutely. One is definitely repetition. Moving on. What other issues? What problem with explanation? What is the problem? Correct. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Sentence framing is a problem. Rosman says he has to put a full stop here and he needn't have written such a long sentence. This one was unnecessarily long. Right? It's unnecessarily wrong, very wordy. And also his further sentence, this one needed a comma here, but it is actually the same idea. He's using these words incorrectly. He's not using them appropriately. He's putting moreover just because he wants to talk about something that's similar, but unfortunately it's the same idea, it's not even similar. Yeah. It does not match. No, Adira, he's supposed to still talk about the advantages and the disadvantages equally. Yes, informal tone clearly. She is not restrict more than. Yes, she is kind of okay. This student has kind of written too many ideas but has not elaborated anything. Right? He's not elaborated this. He's probably said the same thing, but how is this exactly a disadvantage? How is this a disadvantage? This has to come out clearly. Secondly, a lot of health issues will arise. Now, again, his example sentence is essentially the same as the previous one. right? Okay. Okay. Yes, so no matter what you do, again, Donna has pointed out a very good point. No matter wherever you work, back pain will still arise if you sit for long hours. Absolutely. Specifically saying firstly and secondly is not required because, yes, you can simply include that in your sentence. There are logical errors as well. Yes, correct. Work from home and health issues are not closely related. Anu, absolutely. Okay, you guys are doing good job today. Great participation, and I hope the others are able to understand. Let's just quickly summarize the errors here. And secondly, the thing that this essay has is too much of as and as conjunctions. No other conjunctions are used, and he's trying to use them, but again, they are incorrect or they are simply not required. Okay, and then the problem with this paragraph, idea wise, is that he's written that there are technical issues. He said that there are health issues, but I do not really think that the second one is a valid reason. The first one is not elaborated. Yes, listing too many ideas and there is no explanation to that. Exactly. So he's also making it seem as if there are more ideas here than here, whereas his opinion is something else. His opinion is that benefits are better, the disadvantages are bad. That's what he wants to say in his introduction. But in his body paragraphs, he made it look as if his disadvantages are, less prominent, and the advantages are, the advantages are less prominent and the disadvantages are more prominent. Now, that's why his essay is a big problem in terms of conveying what his point of view is. Yes, moving on to the conclusion, all of you have a certain score in mind, but remember, you will have to now think how you will avoid this mistake. Let's take it one by one. You will have to write the advantages clearly, detail how this is benefiting the employee and the employer at the same time. And when you say work life balance, how does going to office not offer that? You have to convey that as well. And here in disadvantages, it has to be that you're talking about two very big disadvantages. Maybe you're facing technical issues and all of that, yes. But what can be the other disadvantage of working from home? You may not have a good professional circle. You may not have a good professional network to interact with. Maybe that's a second disadvantage. Yeah, and also being hospitalized can happen if you even if you're going to office and it's a very drastic case. He took it too far, right? In the second paragraph, first line, uh, I'm assuming this is not required, Purnima. This is unnecessary. All these sentences are unnecessary. Yeah. Okay. Yes, examples are not there. He explained more points in one paragraph. Adira, good. Okay, so that's what he should have done. Now, so again, Rena, that's what I said. The second appropriate disadvantage would be that you don't have anyone to interact with from work. You're working remotely, everybody is interacting remotely, mostly through audio calls and not through video calls. That's a problem, right? You don't have someone to talk to or someone to build good team, team spirit and all of that is not there. It looks as if you're working alone, among a large group of people. Okay, right. Now, coming to his conclusion paragraph. In conclusion, there are both benefits and drawbacks of doing work from home. The disadvantages of technical issues with laptops and health related problems overpower the advantages of increasing productivity and balancing both personal life and professional life. Hence, every company should not implement work from home to their employees. What is the problem here? We just saw that, but it has established itself more in this paragraph. What is the problem? In this paragraph, conclusion. There are definitely mistakes with grammar, Anu, but I'm only talking about idea-wise. Now remember, if your ideas are this contradicting, what is the problem here? Tell me. And read his introduction. Read this sentence and this sentence. What is he trying to say? Read this sentence. Disadvantages of working from home are far outweighed by its benefits. What does that mean? It means that he wants to say benefits are more. In the introduction, what does this conclusion have? Conclusion says something else. So he says that people should not work from home. Disadvantages overpower the advantage. Isn't that a problem? You can't contradict your own opinion. That's a big problem. It means that there is no clear cut response. That's the problem. It is not matching, yes, it is not matching your introduction. Okay, so if you think about writing a fancy sentence, make sure you use that sentence correctly. Instead, he could have simply said benefits are outweighed by the drawbacks or drawbacks outweigh the benefits. Just keep it simple. Why do you have to use passive voice here? Don't. If you're confused with what is the requirement, just think about advantages are better, disadvantages are better. He thinks that the disadvantages are prominent. So maybe drawbacks outweigh the benefits. That's it. Absolutely. So the structure of his answer was entirely wrong. Okay. Now you can maybe mention more disadvantages and lesser advantage. You can do that, but your essay will become unnecessarily lengthy. What I suggest is write two advantages, two disadvantages, and state which is prominent. That's it. That's all is required in such an essay. Okay, so defend your advantages or defend your disadvantages based on whatever your opinion is. In this case, he feels that the drawbacks are more prominent. He could have written better drawbacks and defended them well, saying that the benefits are short lived. The benefits cannot work long if the employee is having a lot of technical issues or does not have anyone to talk to. How will he achieve good work life balance or how will he be more productive? That's what you should do. You should now point out at the advantages and say that they're not good enough. Yes. Okay, great. So let's correct his conclusion as well. Unnecessary caps here. There are both benefits and drawbacks of doing work from home. Repetition of words. Paraphrase. The disadvantages of technical issues with laptops and health related problems overpower the advantages of increasing productivity and balancing both life, personal and professional. No, personal and professional lives. Put a full stop here, start a next sentence. He need not have given this solution at all. That's it. He should indicate why. Why is this a problem? That should be there in the conclusion. Okay. So scoring, very clear. Scoring is not really a big deal in this case. Let's go back to the band descriptors. The conclusion need not be rewritten. The conclusion has to be changed. I just made those corrections. Dolly is supposed to write why this is a problem. Why do disadvantages overpower? That has to be there. Okay, scoring now. Scoring. You guys must be aware of how an essay is scored now. Remember, if you didn't look at the sessions that we did yesterday, please take a look at the recordings. You will understand a little more in detail about how your essays are scored. So if you're wondering how will I reach a 7 or yourself about yourself, you will have to understand that your ideas have to be clear. Your sentences can't be grammatically incorrect. You have to have good paraphrasing. And firstly, avoid memorizing these connecting words, avoid memorizing any templates. That's one advice that I have for you. Okay, anyway, scoring wise, how much is this essay worth in task achievement? How much is this essay worth? I'm just going to keep the screen here. I know it's going to be a little unclear. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just going to leave the screen here. You will have to read 5 and 6 and tell me whether the essay is a 5 or is a 6 in task achievement. Yeah. Okay, Ajanta, Purnima, Deep. All right. Prayukta, Rohit, Shivani, Rosmin. It is unfortunately a band 5. It is not a band 6. It can never be a band 6. You don't have a clear cut response. Let's shift to the band descriptors. It clearly says that the development of the position is not clear. There is no conclusion on that development at all. The ideas that he had stated in his body paragraphs had no detail at all. Sometimes were not developed at all. So it is a 5. It is definitely a band 5. Coming to coherence and cohesion, how much here? Let's yeah. There you go. Coherence, CC now. Okay, okay. Your ability to establish connections, ability to write in good paragraphs. That's what coherence and cohesion means. It is a 6. It is not a 5. Definitely, it is a 6. He has written in paragraphs. They are not logical enough. The cohesive devices, firstly, secondly, are all faulty. It's wrong. It's incorrect. They just mechanically put. He's not used them properly. And he's not arranged information logically. He's not done that. He's just arranged information. That's it. There is no progression with a certain idea, or the progression is not usually clear. Okay, so it's a 6 here because only because he's written in paragraphs. Otherwise, it's definitely a 5. Okay. No, 0 is the least score, Donna. Yeah. Now again, lexical resource. What about his vocabulary? It's a clear-cut answer there, but what about his vocabulary? 5 or a 6? Definitely not a 7. What is it? A 5 or a 6? It is a 6. It is not a 5. Remember, and I mean, he has written some relevant ideas. He has written some, good words here and there. He's tried to paraphrase, but the problem is that he's not written enough content on one idea. He's moved from one idea to another so soon that the examiner feels that the content is not sufficient for the task to be complete. It is a 6 in vocabulary. There is no doubt there. Okay. And with grammar, I'm just going to give out the score right away. He's used simple sentences. There are mistakes with punctuations, but none of them actually spoil the communication. I'm able to understand what he's trying to write. So maybe it's a 6 again with grammar. His conjunctions needs, that concept needs improvement. His commas need improvement. Some mistakes with articles, some mistakes with plural nouns, all of that happening. He's a 6 in grammar. And overall score comes to a 6 here. Okay, that's the score in the grammar area as well. Now remember, the purpose of these sessions is to help you understand the mistakes that you should avoid and help you understand that the process of reaching a 7 is it should be clear in your mind. It shouldn't be that you are just going behind samples and then understanding how they should be written. Understand that the essays have to be structured in a certain way, and you should be able to elaborate, extend your ideas properly with appropriate connecting words. Don't use these connecting words unnecessarily. Avoid mistakes with grammar by learning grammar every day. Nobody's going to tell you this. You will have to, push yourself to learn grammar and overcome all the problems there. Read every day to avoid these mistakes in paraphrasing. This is a very silly mistake to do. You can't say corporations instead of organizations. You can't be using doing. All of these simple words can't be used. All right, that's a big problem. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this session. Anybody who's a fast track member wondering what a 7 band looks like, you will understand what it looks like in the writing week. This is just to make you understand how this essay should be structured. Okay, all right. So I'm just going to now shift focus to the fast track program. If you guys are interested in enrolling in the program, of course, not applicable to anybody who is already a part of it. If you guys are interested in enrolling into the program, please fill out this admissions form. I'm again pinning that chat so that the chat does not go away. You can fill out the form, expect a call from a counselor, and you will be given a chance to enroll to the program at a discounted price of 3,999 instead of the standard fee, which is 6,999. And this offer is valid only until tomorrow, and we will not be able to extend this offer anytime. All right. Okay. So the form link is there on the chat box. Please fill it out. The program details will be explained to you by the counselor himself or herself. So I will see you in the evening again at 5 p.m. with another essay. All right. Until then, keep practicing and keep participating in the other sessions as well. Bye-bye. Take care.